good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. Toronto wins the season series against the Bulls 3-0. They only play them 3 times a year, and they ended up getting this win. They don't see them until next season. The Raptors go to 39-29 and 20-13 on the road. The Bulls go to 28-41 and 17-19 at home. Raptors started off real strong, 32-17. They also won the second quarter 40-28. At that point, honestly, the game was over. It was just gotta get to the end of it. 36-31. The Raptors also won that quarter. And then they lost the fourth quarter 33-31, but it didn't matter that much. Every starter for the Toronto Raptors scored in double figures. Brandon Ingram had the mid-range and the pull-up going. 18 points for him. He went 6 of 7 from the field and 1 of 1 from 3. He also went 5 of 5 from the free throw line. They could not guard him at all. He was getting whatever he wanted in this game. Also had 4 assists and 5 rebounds, but he did have 4 turnovers. That was the best way to stop him. They couldn't stop him from scoring, so they had to stop him from trying to do something else, even if that meant getting him out for his comfort zone. He did have 2 personal fouls. One was a plus 37 and plus minus. R.J. Barrett, he ended up leading the team in scoring with 23 points. In 27 minutes, he went 9 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers in the block. He also had 3 personal fouls and was a plus 25 and plus minus. He was really good at attacking the basket and hitting his jump shots in this one. When he's doing both of those things, he's a tough cover, and he didn't even need the free throws to get to 20 because he only took 2. So good night from him and showing you what he can really do when the ball is in his hands or when he gets it. Scotty Barnes was doing the same. He was getting the shots that he wanted to pull ups, to even made a 3. He went 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line for 18 points. He didn't play that much either, and he still was able to put up 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal with only 3 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and 1 offensive board, 2. And he finished as a plus 14 and plus minus. So he filled up the stat sheet. Nothing new when it comes to Scotty Barnes, but it helped them get some rest in this game because they played so well and played so hard for each other. Jakob Poeltl had one of his better nights since he came back. 17 points. He went 7 of 10 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. You know he wants to score in that paint. You know it's easy for him because he's a 7-footer and he got good touch. 8 boards, 2 assists. He did get a steal in the block, 2 turnovers, and he also had 5 personal fouls. That was the worst part of his night. He's not the greatest rim protector, but he's better than what they had before, and he's better than nothing. So they looked at it like this is the best we can get for right now. So we'll just rock with it. 2 offensive boards and a plus 33 and plus minus. Emmanuel Quickly, 26 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 rebounds, 7 assists. The 7 assists ended up being the most on the team. He also had 2 steals, no personal fouls, and was a plus 24 and plus minus. Could have shot the ball a little better, but he did a good job of running the offense, getting open, and finding his teammates. Even if he was missing, it was still good looks, so you can't be too mad at him. Sandro, 22 minutes, 17 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds, 5 assists. The 5 assists was really good. He also had 2 turnovers in the steal, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 2 and plus minus. Trace Jackson Davis, 5 minutes. He ended up scoring his only basket. So he finished with 2 points. He had 1 board, no turnovers, no personal foul, was a minus 5. And plus minus, Jamison Battle, 22 minutes, 6 points. He went 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Just happy that he scored. And the amount of shots he took wasn't that bad. And threes are really good if you can make them. And he did tonight. He did have 2 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnover, 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 2 and plus minus. Jonathan Mobo, 7 minutes. He scored 1 free throw and missed the other, so he finished with 1 point. He did have 4 boards and also 1 turnover, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 6 and plus minus. Garrett Temple, 7 minutes. He had 2 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. He also had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 3 personal fouls, and was a minus 6 and plus minus. Jamal Shedd, 18 minutes. He ended up having 1 rebound and 5 assists, which ended up being the most off the bench, tied with Sandro. And Shedd has been running the offense real well coming off the bench. and you just want to see him continue to do that, especially with no turnovers. Also, he had a personal foul and was a plus 20 and plus minus. Jacoby Walters, 21 minutes. He had 18 points. He went 4 or 6 from the field, 2 or 4 from three. He had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, one block, one personal foul, and was a plus 20 and plus minus. Good scoring from him, good efficiency. Um, I didn't really have a problem with what his shot selection was either. You always got to be happy getting the good looks if you can get them. Grady Dick, 10 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, and a minus 6 and plus minus. 7 points is a good game. You wanted him to shoot it a little bit better, but he couldn't in this one. But he also held his ground a little bit too, so not going to be too mad at his performance. And you look at the Chicago Bulls, Jalen Smith had 10. He only played 17 minutes, but he went 3 or 4 from the field and 2 or 3 from the 3-point line and 2 or 2 from the free throw line. He can do that. He can space the floor and he can finish. He's fast and he's quick for his size. Very good athlete. He did have 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, and a steal. 1 offensive board, 4 personal fouls, and was a minus 9 and plus minus. Matas Buzelis, 33 minutes. He had 19 points. He went 6 of 15 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. I mean, he can get to the basket, but it seems like he's falling in love with that 3. And if that's the case, I mean, you got to switch it up sometimes because you become a little predictable and then you become a player that can be taken out of the game. So hopefully he can continue to work on his game and still be a well-rounded player by the end of his career. Because, I mean, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block. He did everything, and he has the ability to do it. And I see it in him, and I know the Bulls do too, so hopefully they can get all that out of him. 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a minus 24 and plus minus. Leonard Miller, 27 minutes, 13 points. He went 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He had 4 rebounds, no turnover, 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and was a minus 10 and plus minus. And then Trey Jones, 24 minutes, 6 points. He went 3 of 8 from the field. He had 2 rebounds, 5 assists. The 5 assists ended up being the most on the team. With also Colin Sexton, who was able to do it too off the bench. But he did it for the starters. He did have 3 turnovers and 2 steals, 1 personal foul. It was a minus 14 and plus minus. Trey Jones had good looks. A lot of them, he was just too fast or too quick, or he didn't get the angle he really liked, so he couldn't make them. Josh Giddey didn't do what he normally does. He played a good amount of minutes, 27. He had 9 points. He went 1 of 8 from 3 and 4 of 13 from the field. He took shots that he felt comfortable with, and he felt like he was getting good looks. He just couldn't make them tonight. He didn't have a lot of rebounds. And to be honest with you, he had 0. And that's a surprise. And he also only had 3 assists. But he did have 3 turnovers in the steal, 2 and 2 personal fouls. Was a minus 30. They completely took Giddey out of the game, and he's their offensive engine. If he gets going, everybody else shines. Everybody looks good. And then he can make some shots and some plays because you got to guard them better. And it just opens up the game for him. But they never let that happen. And that was a good thing for the Raptors, who needed this win. Yabusele, 14 minutes, 5 points, 1 of 3 from the field. He made his only 3. He also went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, and 2 steals. No personal fouls, and was a minus 12 and plus minus. It was a good enough game for what he was out there and what he's supposed to be doing, just rebounding and scoring and keeping the ball moving and trying to compete as much as he can defensively. Patrick Williams, 26 minutes, 7 points. He went 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He did have 5 rebounds and 1 turnover and 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal fouls, and a minus 21 and plus minus. Didn't score the way that you probably wanted him to. Of course, a couple threes would have helped, but he couldn't make any tonight. Other than that, he was able to put points on the boards, but it just wasn't as efficient as you would probably want it to be. Nick Richards, he also went 2 of 5 from the field and missed his only 3. He played 16 minutes and had 4 points. He did get 6 boards. They ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 2 turnovers, 1 offensive board, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 20 and plus minus. Aldridge played 8 minutes. He had 2 points. He ended up going 1 of 1 from the field and 0 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, no turnover, and 2 steals. He also had 1 personal foul and was a plus 6 and plus minus. Colin Sexton played 18 minutes. You know he can score. You know he can attack. You know he can shoot. 4 of 7 from the field. He missed his only three though, and finished 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Had 2 boards and a steal, and he was really really feisty in this game. He ended up getting 5 personal fouls because of that, and the refs will call anything that's ticky tacky or too reachy. He was a minus 13 and plus minus. And Rob Dillingham, his defense wasn't really what you would like in this one, but he played 25 minutes, had 15. He let everybody off the bench. He also took the most shots off the bench, which was 11, and he also went 7-11 from the field and 1 of 3 from the three-point line. So a good night from him. He's been playing real solid for them the last couple weeks, and since they got him, he's been a really good player lately. So he had 4 assists and 1 turnover. He also had 1 block. He also had 5 personal fouls and was a minus 11 and plus minus. And then Yuki, 8 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 1 of 2 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He also had 1 rebound, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, no personal fouls, and was a plus 8 and plus minus. Chicago shot 47% from the field, while the Raptors shot 57. Chicago shot 29% from three, and the Raptors shot 42. I mean, if they're going to shoot that well and get 33 free throws and also knock down their threes, if you ain't doing the same, you getting blown out. And the Bulls did. 88% from the free throw line for the Raptors, 71% for the Bulls. 36 rebounds for the Bulls, 43 for the Raptors. They even beat them on that end of the court. They also allowed the Raptors to get 33 assists while they only got 24. 19 turnovers for the Bulls, 18 for the Raptors. 13 steals for the Bulls, 6 for the Raptors. And that was a good thing for the Bulls, but they only had 2 blocks while the Raptors had 3. 9 offensive rebounds for the Bulls, 6 for the Raptors. 27 defensive rebounds for the Bulls, 37 for the Raptors. 24 personal fouls for the Bulls, 23 for the Raptors. And this was just a good game for the Raptors to go out there and dominate their opponent, show what they're about, show what they're made of, and just play with pride. Let's just go out there and just muck everything up, make everything difficult, make everything tough, and just play our game. You know, get some fadeaways, get some pull-ups, get some drives, get some finishes, kill them on the glass as much as we can, and use our size and our athleticism to its full advantage. And that's what they did. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.